Branding is like dating. First impressions count, but it's the follow-through that keeps people around. In this series, I'll give you 10 branding commandments, from logos that don't suck, to stories people actually want to hear, to the secret sauce that makes customers tattoo your name on their brain. Let's go make your brand unforgettable. You think branding's just a fancy logo? That's where you're wrong. Branding is everything. It's the heart and soul of your business. Without a strong brand, you're just another face in the crowd. Easy to forget. A brand isn't just what people see, it's what they feel. Get it right and they'll remember you for life. Get it wrong and you'll disappear like smoke. Before you put anything out into the world, you need to know who you are. Your brand identity isn't something you slap together. It's what you stand for. Your mission, your values, your audience. You're not just selling a product, you're selling an idea, a promise. And if you don't know what that is, how do you expect anyone else to? Pause here. If your brand was a person, how would you describe them in 3 words? Drop it in the comments. Serious or sarcastic, I want to see what you come up with. A logo isn't just a picture, it's a symbol. It's the face of your brand, the thing people will remember when they think of you. But it's not just the logo, it's the colors, the fonts, the look and feel of everything you put out there. You want something that sticks in people's minds, something they can't forget. Don't settle for mediocre. Everyone's got a story, but not everyone knows how to tell it. Your brand story? That's your connection to the people. They want to know who you are, why you're here, and what you stand for. Be authentic. Be real. If your story doesn't resonate, they won't care. And if they don't care, they won't buy. If this is hitting home, do me a favor. Hit like so I know you're awake, and subscribe because we're not done. The messy part comes next, and trust me, you don't want to look like a brand Frankenstein. Let me tell you something. Consistency is trust. If you're showing up one way on social media, another way on your website, and a third way in your packaging, you're confusing your customers. They need to know what to expect from you every time. Consistency builds recognition, and recognition builds loyalty. Don't confuse them. Brand loyalty isn't built in a day. It's earned through every interaction, every product, every promise you make and keep. People come back to brands they trust, brands that deliver. If you're inconsistent, if you let them down, they'll walk. But if you make them feel valued, they'll stick with you through thick and thin. People trust other people more than they trust you. Get that through your head. Reviews, testimonials, social proof. That's what builds credibility. You can shout about how great you are all day long, but it's your customers' voices that'll turn heads. Use that proof wisely, and your brand will grow. Here's where most brands screw up. They think proof is enough. It's not. You can have 1,000 glowing reviews, but if you don't stand out, you'll still disappear. So let's talk positioning. The market's crowded, kid. If you don't stand out, you'll get trampled. Brand positioning is how you carve out your space in the crowd. It's about showing why you're different, why you're better, and why customers should choose you over the competition. Get your positioning right, and you'll be hard to ignore. People don't just buy products, they buy feelings. A good brand makes them feel something, connects with them on an emotional level. You want loyal customers? You better tap into their emotions. Make them feel understood. Make them feel like they belong. That's the real power of branding. A brand can't stay stagnant. The world changes, markets shift, and you've got to keep up. But that doesn't mean you throw everything out the window. You evolve while staying true to your core. Refresh your look, adjust your message, but never lose sight of what made your brand strong in the first place. Branding isn't about shouting louder. It's about sticking longer. Bonus tip, pick one thing your brand will never compromise on and hammer it home until people could recite it in their sleep. That's how loyalty starts. Now tell me in the comments, what's one brand you'd never cheat on? And if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe, because next time we'll talk about how to keep your brand from dying young. And yeah, most brands die young.